Hello everybody, I'm Skip Elsheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where we watch old 16mm films. And we were just watching the AV Geeks 16mm stream, which is a 24/7 stream. Hello everybody. Oh, brother. Welcome to the Sorry. We're watching the stream on Twitch, and supposedly we're getting real close to getting an affiliate standing, which means that we can monetize the stream. And so we might cheat a little bit and just do Twitch only lunches. We'll make them fun and special, but as a way to cheat. That's totally what this is. So anyways, we've been watching a bunch of the films that we just got from the Texas Archive of the Moving Image. And there's some great stuff. Let's see. This is kind of a continuation of what we saw yesterday, in that it's made by the same company, but this is in English versus Spanish. This is Calories. Enough is enough. Enjoy.
It's great to look good. We all know that. But it doesn't come naturally. Is it more than a cosmetic or surface difference we're talking about? Yes, it's got to do with your health all your life. And it's related to the amount of calories you take in every day. Many of us are overweight. Just look around. But we don't have to be fat. Knowing what calories are, and then applying that knowledge, can help us keep trim. Specifically, calories are a measure of energy. The calories we get from food provide us with the energy to breathe, to grow, to live, to do the things we like to do. Where do we get the energy to do all these things? We need calories. We need fuel to run on. If we take in sufficient calories, our bodies will grow and function in good health. Add too many calories, and the excess, what the cells don't need, will be transformed into fat, stored in case of a future food energy shortage, or just plain stored. When we talk about calories, we're talking about an amount of energy provided by food. There isn't much difference between the gasoline fuel this race car needs and the food fuel we need. Though your body needs fuel just like this engine, you can't turn your motor off. Even when you're asleep, your body is at least in idle. A car can only handle a specific amount of fuel. It can't store extra energy as fat. If it could, the more gas it took in without being driven, the fatter it would get. As its weight increased, the more fuel it would need just to move the extra weight, depending on the size of the engine, its age and basic condition. And the extra weight puts more stress on its parts, possibly shortening its life. Different kinds of foods have different caloric ratings, depending on how much energy they provide when we digest them and use them as fuel. Calories aren't the only way to rate foods. There are different nutrients that people take into consideration. But familiarizing ourselves with what foods are high or low in calories is not difficult. Wet foods are higher in water content than dry foods. So generally, wet foods contain fewer calories. Foods high in fat have more calories than those with none or low fat. Those that are both dry and high in fat have the most calories. But don't trust appearances alone. Some foods that appear wet, like fried chicken or fried potatoes, are high in calories because of the fat they absorb during frying. Many packaged foods today include information about the caloric rating of their product. And it's a good idea to keep a calorie counter in the kitchen for easy reference, so you can compare what you eat to what you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fat Game! And now, here's the man of meals with the poor boy's sandwich smile. Melt in the mouth, Marvin!
Hey, hey! Hi there, fellow food fans! Hey, did you all eat a good week? Well, tonight we've got a special treat. We're gonna take a look at the shape of things to come in the life of a very shapely little lass. Come on out, Bonnie, and meet the folks. How are you, Bonnie?
Hi, Marvin.
Hi there, Bonnie. Yes, this is Miss Bonnie Westy from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And you know what her favorite food is? Are you ready? Are you all ready? Cherry pie a la mode. Yes, sir. Bonnie, will you please step into our computerized weight analysis booth right here? There you go. As you know, Bonnie's bone structure and basal metabolism is being analyzed while she feeds in information on her physical activity. Now, our computer is going to analyze her body needs. Now, if all of you folks at home and the people here in the studio audience will watch the magic screen, you'll see her magic numbers. Now, everyone but Bonnie knows just how many calories a day she needs to reach and maintain her ideal weight. Come on out, Bonnie. Come out of the booth. Now, remember, you have 60 seconds to go over there and pick out a daily diet from our tantalizing table. How about that? Yes, now remember, if you pick 50 calories either side of your magic number, you win a brand new wardrobe. Yes, and you also get a surprise gift. All right, Bonnie, are you ready? Go right over there, honey. There you go. Now, start the clock. Wasn't she marvelous, folks? Yes, sir. Hey, Bonnie, I want to tell you, you did a fine job. Now, you step right behind here, right behind our future viewer, so that we can see how you did. Just watch the magic screen.
Miss Bonnie Westy has a magic number of 2,100 calories a day. At the 5-second warning, she had chosen a diet of 2,050 calories.
Oh, no, that was before the candy bar.
Right, but the candy bar pushed her up to 2,200 calories. If you continue to eat 100 calories a day over your requirements, Bonnie, you will gain 1 pound a month. And in 5 years, you will look like this.
Bonnie, we're sorry you didn't win, but for being such a good sport, wasn't she a good sport, folks, huh? Yes, sirree. Yeah, for being such a good sport, you're going to win a prize anyhow. Yes, ma'am, we're going to give you dinner for two at Ted's Snack Shop in beautiful downtown Lakeview. Uh-huh. Hey.
How can we tell if we're taking in too many calories? Each person, with a doctor's help, can determine approximately what his ideal weight is. You can control your weight then by controlling the number of calories you consume. Another way of looking at all this is in terms of weight gain or weight loss. Weighing yourself regularly is an easy method to use. If over a period of time you've gained or lost more weight than is desirable, then you're taking in too many or too few calories. Knowing is one thing. Acting on it is another. The nutritional label is a good place to start if you care about what you eat. And a simple calorie book will tell you the calories in your favorite foods, where the label doesn't. Since you need other nutrients besides calories, protein, vitamins, and minerals, you must be selective about what you leave out, and must be sure that you get all the nutrients you need. One way of doing this is to reduce your intake of sugar, which contributes only calories and no other nutrients. Or reduce your intake of desserts. Or use skim milk and products from skim milk. Still another way is to reduce the size of portions of your favorite foods, especially high-calorie snacks. Young people usually don't pay much attention to what they eat because there are few visible danger signs. But any person who is overweight at 16 is putting unnecessary obstacles in the path for growth and health. This not only means they get left behind, but they're establishing hard-to-break eating habits. And becoming good candidates for heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes, especially if there is a family history of these diseases. There's from leading this kind of life as long as you want to, if you don't abuse your body by careless eating. It's just a matter of knowing when. Enough is enough.
Yeah, so there's got to be more in this series. There's a bunch of films listed as Nutrition Institute version, but I don't think any of them are actually called that. This is in the spreadsheet that I got from Tammy. So I don't know 100% what is what, but I do know this. This was made by, I believe, the Texas Department of Public Health. It's called Your Birth Certificate. And this looks great. Oh, and these glasses are readers. They're like, I paid $2 for them or something. I'm trying to not have my neck crane so much. Anyways, here we go. Your birth certificate. Enjoy.
This is the story of an event in the lives of Mary Doe and her husband, Jim. It is also a story concerning you and a very important legal document. Your birth certificate. James Edward Doe Jr. That's the name. Well, honey, I think I've got the name.
Are you sure?
Yes, Jim. Are you sure? Shouldn't you have another name picked out, say like Mary or Helen? Just in case, maybe you'll need both. Ease up on that imagination, fella. What we mean is that it's always a good idea to decide on a girl's name as well as a boy's. In that pamphlet, you'll find out that the baby's name must be selected before the birth record can be completed. Did you know that a complete legal record of birth protects the important birthright of citizenship, and that it also provides the best proof of age and parentage? Think ahead just a few years, Jim. When Jimmy starts to school, you'll have to furnish proof of his age. As Jim Jr. grows older, he'll want to earn his own spending money, for naturally he'll be an industrious lad. But first, he'll need his birth certificate to prove he's old enough to obtain a work permit. Yes, your pride will match his when he shows you paycheck number 1. And when he applies for a license to drive, in addition to passing the driving tests and other examinations, legal evidence of age will be required. Sure, he'll want to fly. Before he becomes a licensed pilot, he'll encounter these 2 questions. How old are you? Are you a citizen? And college, yes, sir, James will do all right in his studies. In fact, he may do so well that he'll have an opportunity to travel abroad after graduation. If so, he will need proof of birthplace and passport. When your son picks out the one and only, proof of age is required for the license. James certainly will exercise his right to vote. Again, his birth certificate will prove he's of voting age and a citizen. It may be that he'll want to run for some office. Who can tell?
Jim. Jim.
Hey, fellow, you're being paged.
Jim. Better call the hospital, Jim.
Oh, the hospital? Now, don't get excited.
Good luck to you both. We'll see you later. In the United States last year, more than 3.5 million babies were born. Thousands of these births were not registered, although each state has laws requiring this. The doctor or midwife who attends a birth must file the birth certificate. If there is no doctor or midwife, then the parent must see that this is done. It is one of the birthrights of every baby. Many birth certificates that are filed are either incomplete or incorrect. Your local registrar and health department will help you correct any mistake in your child's birth record. In all walks of life and at all age levels, a birth certificate is more important to an individual now than ever before. Most of us, at one time or another, will be called upon to prove age, parentage, or citizenship. Through Jim Doe's eyes, you have seen several instances where legal birth records are needed. There are many more. To obtain veteran benefits or Social Security benefits, to enter many professions. But wait, let's visit around and see some of the uses for your birth certificate. You'll need that record to work in the vital industries or to get a civil service job. One requirement for entering military service is proof of age. Don't forget, birth certificates will be needed before benefit payments can be made to the families of veterans. Let normal lines of communication be cut by floods, hurricanes, or other disasters, and there you will find alert amateur radio operators helping to keep in contact with the stricken area. All of these, as well as commercial operators, had to establish citizenship before they were issued licenses. Are you in this group ready for takeoff to foreign ports? If you are, either as a passenger or crew member, you had to prove citizenship prior to getting passport papers. Maybe you'd like to be a registered nurse. Most schools of nursing prescribe age limits for entry. Do you enjoy athletic contests? The average American does, for we're definitely a sports-minded people. Perhaps you're just one of the spectators. But you who take part in organized amateur athletic programs have found that nearly all such activities operate within definite age limits. So here again, you had to prove how many years you'd been around. For many individuals, proof of age becomes vital. Old age assistance, benefits to dependent children, and aid to the needy blind will require some of the information on birth records. For example, if you apply to the official agency for old age assistance, it is obvious that your age must be established. Approval of application for such assistance will be delayed unless you can prove your age. Complete facts concerning your birth are valuable to you in connection with many other matters. Here are a few instances where the certified copy of your birth certificate may be needed. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Citizen, you'll need that birth certificate for many things. It's a good idea to have a certified copy readily available. The smaller plastic-covered birth registration card can be used as proof of age and citizenship, except in a few instances. And it's always as near as your wallet, Mr. Doe. Did we say Mr. Doe? Looks as if something has happened in the Doe family. Congratulations. Wonder which name Jim had to use. Local registrars are working diligently to inform everyone, especially parents and attendants at birth, of the need for correct registration. If you are one of the many thousand native-born Americans who do not have their birth facts recorded, see your local registrar. He can tell you what steps to take. From birth to birth registration requires the cooperation of several people. Here's a tip for future parents. Have two names selected, one for a boy and one for a girl. You never can tell. After your baby is born, the attendant obtains from you the information necessary to complete the birth record. The attendant, whether doctor or midwife, is required by law to file this record with the local registrar of births. The registrar keeps a copy for his files and sends the original certificate to the Bureau of Vital Statistics in your state health department. Here it is permanently filed. A notification that the birth has been registered will be mailed to you. This lets you know that your baby has a legal birth record. If you find a mistake in the notification, get in touch with your local registrar immediately. And that is exactly what this new father has done. Noticing that his young daughter's first name was misspelled, he lost no time in seeing his registrar. A certificate may be incorrect or incomplete when first filed with the local registrar. But if the parents cooperate, it can be corrected without too much trouble. If you do not know the name of your registrar, your health department can tell you. Into the state health department come thousands of birth certificates every month. It is here, in the Bureau of Vital Statistics, that all original vital records are permanently filed in fireproof vaults for safekeeping. The information contained in these records is a necessary aid in public health work. Careful study of vital records has enabled your health officials to institute programs which have saved the lives of thousands of mothers and babies. As soon as possible, after receiving the original birth certificate at the State Health Department, a notification of birth registration is sent to the parents. In this case, to Mr. James Edward Doe. It shows, among other things, the file number of the certificate and the name and birth date of the individual. So it is Jim Jr. When the notification is received, parents need to do what Jim is doing. Make sure there are no mistakes. How about that, Jim? 2 for the price of 1. Mary and Jim's children are off to a good start. How about yours? Do you know that your children's births are registered? For that matter, can you prove where and when you were born?
Please focus the projector and adjust the sound to a comfortable level. At several points in this film, superimposed titles invite you to stop the projector for discussion. Please refer to the study guide for discussion points. The film is also effective as a continuous presentation. Most of the time, our lives are enjoyable and free from serious trouble. But once in a while, something goes wrong. And it's important to do the right thing and to do it quickly. Ordinary people must sometimes take charge until specially trained people are able to come to the scene. Emergencies happen whether or not there are trained people around to deal with them. Someday, the person who has to take charge may be you. In an emergency, it is most important to remember 3 things. Notify an adult as soon as possible. Take action, but do nothing to create more danger. If you're not a strong swimmer, stay out of the water. Do what you can to help when you are sure it is the right thing to do. By planning ahead, we prepare for emergencies. By avoiding places and acts that are plainly dangerous, we can prevent many emergencies. Most of the time, we work and play safely. But sometimes, some people are foolish. Wayne really invited an accident when he decided to show off and jump from a garage roof. Lefty realized Wayne's leg was probably broken. He took charge. Lefty asked John to see that someone sent for medical help. Margie wanted to help Wayne over into the shade, but Lefty disagreed. Lefty wouldn't let anybody move Wayne. Was Lefty right? What would you have done? Lefty handled this emergency just right. He kept cool and sent for help. He was also right not to let anyone move Wayne. Unless a badly injured person is in great danger where he is, he should be moved only by medically trained people. There are many different kinds of emergencies. Sometimes they happen when we least expect them.
I got plenty of money left. Me too.
I wish I did an 80 on room.
Wow!
Why do you think this might be an emergency? What do you think should be done?
Billy, point the gun at the floor. Hold it right there.
Guns left in unsafe places kill many young people every year. Finding a gun is an emergency.
I think we better go play outside.
Make sure guns are left alone. Not every home has a gun in it. But every home has things that are just as deadly. Medicines are dangerous when they are not properly put away.
Gee, I sure am glad you guys could babysit for me this afternoon. I really would hate to miss that sale. Let's see, Roger's been asleep about an hour, so he'll be waking up pretty soon. There's cookies in the kitchen if you want them, and I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, you guys.
Sure. Did you hear that?
Well, we'd better check on Roger.
How many of these did you eat? How many of these did you eat?
We'd better call someone right away.
We don't need to. He looks fine. Besides, Aunt Nell should be back in a half an hour or so.
But we don't know what kind of stuff it is or what it might do to him. I know we should call someone. I'm going to call Mom.
I'll put the rest of this away.
Was Frank right? Or was Karen? What can you do to prevent this kind of emergency in your home? Karen knew it was right to notify an adult immediately. Because a doctor was called right away, little Roger was saved from serious injury. Having important emergency numbers posted in an easy-to-find place can save time when it matters most. Why is Ronnie crawling? What would you do if there was a fire like this at your house? Ronnie is crawling because he knows that more people are killed by smoke and super hot air than are killed by fire. Because smoke and hot air rise, the lower Ronnie is, the safer he is. Ronnie knew where he was going because his family had planned how each person would get out if there was a fire. Their planning may have saved a life. We can and should prepare for emergencies. But that doesn't mean we want them to happen. Almost everyone knows carrying someone on the handlebars of a bicycle is not safe. Ignoring safety rules and advice is always dangerous. It's not hard to understand why. Cuts and bleeding result from many kinds of accidents. What would you do if this happened? When there is a heavy flow of blood, emergency action must be taken to stop the bleeding as soon as possible. A firm downward pressure with a large handkerchief or other cloth material controls most bleeding until help can be found. Many kinds of special equipment are used to deal with emergencies. To be able to give skilled assistance, many people have received special training. Where could you learn more about what to do in emergencies? There are always going to be emergencies, often when we least expect them. Someone must deal with emergencies until the experts get there. If you are ever faced with an emergency, keep cool and remember these three things. Get help, be careful, and do only what you know is right. In any emergency, cool, clear thinking is most important. What will you do in an emergency? Will you keep your cool?
I took a big bite of my sandwich, and then I was like, crap, the movie, it just ended. Yeah, that film was awesome for so many reasons. I like all the scenarios of things gone wrong. This next film is in Italian, so I have no idea what it's about. This is Panorama Italiano number 637. Enjoy.
Benvenuti amici a Panorama Italiano. Registriamo questa edizione di Panorama Italiano mentre il nostro paese vive attimi di orrore e di indicibile sconforto per l'assassinio di Aldo Moro, presidente della Democrazia Cristiana e prestigioso statista. Assassinio compiuto dai terroristi delle Brigate Rosse dopo 53 giorni di disumana prigionia. Il prossimo numero di Panorama sarà interamente dedicato alla grande figura di Aldo Moro. Passiamo ora ai servizi che avevamo già preparato. La presenza dell'Italia in campo internazionale riceve conferme non solo dalle visite dei rappresentanti italiani in paesi esteri, come quelle del ministro Forlani nell'Iran, ma anche dalle visite che compiono in Italia i capi di Stato ed altri personaggi stranieri. Fra le più recenti quella di Re Hussein di Giordania, che in un breve soggiorno romano ha esaminato col presidente Leone al Quirinale e con Paolo VI in Vaticano i più urgenti problemi del Medio Oriente.
Qui vediamo Hussein al suo arrivo all'aeroporto di Fiumicino. Nei colloqui al Quirinale, presenti il Presidente del Consiglio Andreotti e il Ministro degli Esteri Forlani, si è confermato il vivo interesse dell'Italia alla composizione del trentennale conflitto arabo-israeliano contro ogni contrapposizione intransigente. Non meno vivo l'interesse italiano per lo sviluppo dei rapporti economici e della cooperazione tecnica con la Giordania, argomenti che furono già discussi qualche mese fa tra Forlani e il suo collega giordano, e che lo saranno ancora in una prossima visita a Roma del principe ereditario Hussein. Paolo VI ha dal canto suo assicurato Re Hussein sulla lealtà della comunità cattolica del suo paese, rilevando la simpatia con la quale si guarda in Vaticano alle iniziative giordane per la ricerca di una pace fondata sul riconoscimento equilibrato delle richieste legittime delle varie parti. Anche in Vaticano, come al Quirinale, è stato ribadito il rispetto dei diritti dei palestinesi e delle risoluzioni dell'ONU come garanzia all'esistenza di tutti gli stati della regione entro frontiere sicure e garantite. Aeroporto di Ciampino. In questo edificio nuovo di zecca ci sono i semafori del cielo. Sono sofisticatissimi, il meglio del meglio nel mondo. Assistono gli aerei civili e militari di passaggio, in arrivo e in partenza in un'ampia zona d'Italia. I radar, là dove esistono, intercettano l'aeromobile quando in arrivo o in partenza raggiunge i 500 metri di altezza e lo seguono durante tutto il viaggio. Il centro è costato 30 miliardi, palazzina compresa, e per la sua realizzazione, curata da 4 società, ci sono voluti 7 anni. Vi lavorano 1200 persone, che assicurano il servizio 24 ore su 24, divise in 4 turni. I banchi avveniristici sono collegati con un collaboratore che trasmette tutti i dati del velivolo intercettato e che deve essere assistito durante il viaggio. Questa che vediamo, ci ha spiegato il tecnico elettronico, è una delle posizioni operative, quella della zona sud Roma. Queste maggioline sono gli echi di ritorno radar degli aerei che volano nella zona di responsabilità, rivestiti però di tutte le informazioni che rendono al controllore più facile il compito, sia dell'identificazione, sia del controllo, propriamente detto, della navigazione dei velivoli sotto controllo. Per esempio, c'è il nominativo del velivolo, la quota e tutte le informazioni anche di carattere geografico necessarie per poter dare la possibilità al controllore di utilizzare il sistema ai fini proprio dello snellimento di questa circolazione aerea, garantendo soprattutto la sicurezza del volo. Un'assistenza fatta di distanze di sicurezza, di comunicazioni sui venti, sull'altezza che il jet deve tenere per non incontrare pericoli o inconvenienti di vario genere, come i vuoti d'aria. Il centro è gestito, come tutti gli altri, dall'aeronautica militare. L'anno scorso ha assistito oltre 313.000 voli. Il 30 miliardi del suo costo frotteranno all'anno 25 miliardi perché d'ora in avanti l'Italia, come gli altri paesi, si farà pagare dalle compagnie aeree la tassa di assistenza. La fertilità dell'ingegno italiano ha 100 personificazioni nei più svariati campi dell'operare e del sapere. Una di queste è l'uomo che incontriamo al centro di Atene, in un negozio intitolato Gli Amici del Libro. Accanto ai volumi rari sulla Grecia vi sono esposte bellissime stampe, tutte di soggetti greci, e questa è già un'interessante specialità. Ma veramente fuori dell'ordinario è il caso del nostro connazionale Augusto Spandonaro, genovese al 100%, collezionista, restauratore e venditore di stampe, ma principalmente viaggiatore instancabile che i cimeli da restaurare e valorizzare li cerca e li scova nei luoghi più impensati. In un certo senso egli fa compiere il viaggio di ritorno alle testimonianze sulla Grecia che sono state prese e portate via dagli stranieri. Qui lo vediamo all'opera su un libro che si intitola Il regno tutto di Candia, opera di un veneziano. Ed ecco una stampa, è stata lavata e rincollata, con carta speciale giapponese si chiudono i punti dove era strappata. Incollata, poi pressata, sarà pronta per essere di nuovo incorniciata. Questa tecnica Augusto Spandonaro, dopo averla studiata sui libri, l'ha praticata in un convento presso Padova, dove sono specializzati in materia. Questo il restauratore. Il viaggiatore, come racconta, 2 o 3 volte l'anno gira per l'Europa cercando libri e incisioni riguardanti la Grecia. Molti suoi recuperi provengono dall'Italia, la maggior parte veneziani della seconda metà del Seicento, come quelli provenienti dal laboratorio di padre Maria Coronelli, cosmografo della Serenissima Repubblica di Venezia, e da Marco Boschini. Ecco una collezione di strade greche dalla firma imprevedibile, quella dell'incisore romano Bartolomeo Pinelli. Una volta Augusto Spandonaro raccoglieva stampe su Genova. Perché ora la Grecia? Mia moglie è greca, è la semplice ma eloquente risposta.
Un grande teatro lirico dietro il sipario. Vi offriamo questo spettacolo alla rovescia con una rapida incursione nei segreti dell'opera di Roma. Il mondo degli scenari e degli uomini che difficilmente sono raggiunti dagli applausi. Gli oscuri protagonisti fra le quinte che pure hanno tanta parte nel successo degli spettacoli. Macchinisti e addetti alla manutenzione, alla sartoria, alla custodia. Lo spunto per occuparci una volta tanto di loro ci è offerto da un'agitazione sindacale che ha fatto rinviare la prima di Anna Bolena di Donizetti, ma che poi è stata felicemente composta.
Qui vediamo appunto i costumi dell'opera donizettiana che da 144 anni attendeva il suo turno per essere rappresentata a Roma. Il pubblico romano l'aveva ascoltata l'ultima volta nel 1833 al Teatro Apollo di Tor di Nona. Anche la prima di questa riedizione ha avuto, come abbiamo detto, le sue difficoltà. Ma poi, finalmente, i cantanti hanno sostituito questi manichini nei sontuosi costumi e l'opera di Donizetti ha potuto presentarsi al pubblico. A proposito di operatori dietro le quinte, pensiamo al lavoro grigio e faticoso occorrente per la conservazione e sistemazione di questi 50.000 costumi divisi per epoche, dell'attrezzatura dove elmi, spade, picche e mannaie, magari in legno leggero di bosso, attendono di tornare in scena. È materiale prezioso che potrebbe consentire l'allestimento di molte opere con poca spesa se l'estrosità di taluni registi non costringesse a rifare tutto da capo. Analogo discorso per la scenografia. Queste sono le scene dell'Excelsior, uno spettacolo che fece epoca nel 1866 e che sarà ripreso quanto prima. Si preparano anche gli scenari di uno spettacolo dedicato ai grandi pittori, scene del maestro futurista Giacomo Balla e di Pablo Picasso. Mentre i primi ballerini e il balletto del teatro mettono a punto le loro magiche evoluzioni, ore e ore di logoranti lavori sono richieste a chi deve accompagnare e sorreggere con tecnica e perizia consumate la parte artistica dello spettacolo. Sotto le luci della ribalta, il virtuosismo dei cantanti fa scrosciare gli applausi, ma dietro le quinte si continua a lavorare per il futuro, in un avvicendarsi continuo di attività che dura da quasi un secolo. Da quando, il 27 novembre 1880, fu inaugurato il Teatro Lirico a Roma, che allora si chiamava Costanzi, dal nome di colui che l'aveva fatto costruire spendendo 3 milioni di lire. Cremona, un canale del Grande Po, il fiume della Bassa. Un atleta e la sua solitudine, Oreste Perri, 27 anni, 4 volte campione del mondo in uno sport, la canoa, che grazie a lui è diventata anche un po' nostro. Ma era evidentemente una ricchezza immeritata. Perri ha deciso di lasciare la canoa perché nessuno, passata la festa, ha saputo o voluto aiutarlo nel momento in cui doveva pensare anche al suo avvenire di uomo. Il suo paese è Marzalengo e fa poco più di 200 abitanti. Lo ha lasciato per andare ad abitare in città. Il medico di famiglia lo consigliò di praticare la canoa perché era affetto da scoliosi, era gracile. E così, quasi per caso, andò alla Canottieri Bissolati. La mattina d'estate arrivava verso le 9 e fino a mezzogiorno, 12:30, vogava, poi andava a casa, mangiava, andava a letto fino alle 5:30 e poi di nuovo in canoa fino alle 8:30. Questo per parecchi mesi all'anno. Perri, quando non vogava, faceva lo stesso duri allenamenti, sollevando dei pesi e facendo footing per 12 mesi all'anno. Ma questa vita un giorno doveva finire, non si può vivere sempre da ragazzi. Perri, diplomato all'Istituto Superiore di Educazione Fisica, ha scelto l'insegnamento. Primo incarico, come vuole la legge, fuori città, a Crescore Comasco, quasi un'ora d'auto da casa. Un'esperienza umana entusiasmante, ma per chi come atleta deve lottare con i dilettanti di Stato che possono passare a qualunque età l'intera giornata in canoa, è stato inevitabile rinunciare all'impegno agonistico. Nel nostro paese, dove l'educazione fisica dei cittadini non ha mai fatto parte di un programma di governo, le strutture le hanno solamente gli sport spettacolo, cioè quelle discipline che la gente pratica per bisogno di evasione. Ma i più si devono arrangiare, tante volte anche con la buona volontà di un canoista come Perri, che dalla scoliosi è arrivato alle medaglie olimpiche e ai titoli mondiali. La vita di Perri non è mai stata facile. Se non c'è da aiutare il padre nell'officina meccanica dove è stata messa a punto anche la moto con cui Oreste si sposta, allora c'è anche qualche ora da dedicare a se stesso, magari facendo un po' di sport. 1,82 m di altezza e 97 kg di muscoli, un rapporto che a prima vista sembrerebbe abnorme e che invece ha convinto l'ex campione di pugilato Benito Penna, un paesano di Oreste, che tanta forza, oltre che sul fiume, poteva essere impiegata sul ring, e così Perry lascia la canoa per il ring. Sul ring Perry picchia duro, facendo fuggire sia Penna sia Crespo, un ex pugile spagnolo che fa da arbitro, ma forse è tardi per insegnargli che nella boxe bisogna anche sapersi difendere, e per questo è probabile che lo sport italiano stia perdendo un campione di canoa senza trovarne in pieno uno di pugilato.
Cari amici, termina così anche questa edizione di Panorama Italiano. Paola Perizzi e Roberto Di Palma vi salutano, dandovi appuntamento alla prossima settimana. Arrivederci.
That is a sexy countdown. Those Italians, man, they know what to do. They know how to bring it. Attractive correspondence, anchors, and then that the music is really good, and then of course that countdown is. I wish I had a better copy of it. It looks very doopy. In fact, it looks almost like it's kinescoped. That process where they would broadcast something, then they would shoot off a screen, and then record that to film. And so there's a lot of film elements that they're showing, but I think they're being, I don't know, it just has that feel. Nothing's super crisp like I would want it to be. All right, we're going to try an experiment. Are you ready for this experiment? I mentioned it earlier. I have one more film to show, but I'm going to show it over at twitch.tv/avgeeks. This is what I'm attempting to do, and maybe we'll do this. Is we'll do one more film, the last film, which is close to 1 o'clock, a little bit, spill a little bit over. We'll do on Twitch, because the idea is if I can get like 4 consecutive days of more than 3 people watching, then they're like, oh, you qualify for money. I mean, I don't think I'll make money, but it will be nice to get to that. So this is totally gaming the system. If you're not into this, then I will see you tomorrow. But if you are, meet me over there. All right, I'm going to stop streaming here on YouTube and join me.